What's up, everybody? It's Luke James, not the singer. If you're looking to get your music reviewed, you can hit up this email that's right here. But today, I'm going to hit you up with some thoughts and opinions for this D-Twist project called CPVC. D-Twist is a rapper coming out of Kansas City, and if you want to check out this project and find out more about him, just take a look at the information box I got for you underneath this video. But when it comes to this project right here, you are quickly going to see that D-Twist is a pretty solid rapper. I like that he brings some fast flows in here to go along with some regular speed flows as well, and he's just hitting you with a lot of punchlines, clever wordplay, and even some fun references. On intro flows, he's actually getting introspective over this hazy backdrop, but he's also making some references to Chasing Green like Piccolo's Pigment, shout out to Dragon Ball, and he's saying that he's going to pop up on a hater's house like Brahman from the Fifth Flow. I thought that was a really dope line because the Martin sitcom is fire. I actually heard recently they're trying to reboot it, but they don't got to do that, man. Just give us a goddamn original on Netflix and we're straight. But moving on, you will hear some more fun references on tracks like the Mortal Kombat interlude, where just names are being dropped all over this one, all your favorite characters, and obviously you're going to hear some more references on Goku. He's making some more Dragon Ball Z references, and even shouting out Voltron, which is one of the most legendary shows, so I definitely fucked with him for doing that. This track is also one of my favorites because it has some great, bright sample-based production. I think overall this just really stood out from some of the other tracks, and I also got to shout out How I'm Feeling. This one is just a banger and a posse cut. I love this beat. It's very aggressive with deep bass on it. And that verse from Dilemma is fire, man. I really love those rapid fire flows he's bringing, as well as how he brings these unique styles on his backups. Has some pretty interesting backup vocals there. So that was something that stuck out to me a lot. But one of the main issues with this album is that you do get into a little bit of genericism. There's not really anything that's too adventurous about the content, and the overall sound here is quite standard. For example, you got the song called Blanket. This is just a pretty generic trappish banger with bitch, bottle, and blunt bars. And then with the song Faded, you're getting one of those soft relationships-based tracks, man. This track didn't really stick out to me too much. There are also some shaky singing vocals happening here. So these were two of my least favorites. I think they're really just catering to that kind of typical sound. We get plenty of trappish bangers. We get plenty of those soft, Drakey type of tracks as well in this day and age. And in order to do them well, you really got to bring something that sticks out. Something that's a little bit different, or just execute these tracks in an exceptional manner. And I didn't really get that here. So I didn't really like these tracks, and they didn't bring anything exciting to the table. But to come back to the genericism happening, I really think some more content would have helped this one out. You're certainly going to hear some good rapping from him, as well as some of the features. Like I said, there's punchlines, wordplay, and flows, but not a lot of these tracks really stick. I talked about the production. There are some decent moments, but overall, I wasn't wowed with most of these beats. And by bringing some content, I think some of these tracks would have stuck much more because they'd be memorable. But, you got tracks like Mumble Rap, where he's just calling out mumble rappers a little bit and taking the usual shots at Label. I applaud the attempt there. There's a little bit of content, but not really anything too interesting happening. And then you got this sexual dirty-ass track called Benak. This just is what it is. You know how those sexual tracks go. They're kind of fun, but you also get some cringy lines and shit like that once in a while. But however, I did like on this beat how you got the bed squeaking, because that kind of threw back to that song Some Cut by Trillville. That was a really dope little feature there. I did like that. And you know what? I gotta say, there are actually some funny lines on this one. So let me take back what I said. There wasn't too many cringeworthy bars on this compared to other sexual tracks. Because what he said on here was he's getting girls' backs blown out like Ricky from Boys in the Hood. That's a dope-ass line. And he's saying how he's wanting some head like Al Snow. So, excuse me, man. Got a little bit ahead of myself there. I actually like those two lines. So, that track was all right. But overall, my point still stands. Not really a lot of great content on this album. So, at the end of the day, this one for me is going to be a 2.5 out of 5. I do like some of the rapping. There are some good moments there. But there's nothing here that's going to make me come back to it. And I wouldn't say it's an exceptional project. On top of all that, you also got some mixing and mastering issues, and I especially noticed it on the song called Let's Get To It. The verses just seemed a little bit out of place as far as the audio quality goes, like they weren't all leveled the same, and you'll especially notice that on the second verse. So these are just some of my gripes, man. It's a solid little project. You can check it out for yourself, and then hit me up in the comments section with your thoughts. And of course, man, hit me up on my social media sites so you can show me love and show me lots of it. Thank you for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.